Good morning, everyone. So today's math lesson, we're looking at working with thousands. So when you go onto my maths page, you'd have to click number. From there, number and place value, find year 4 and go on to working with thousands and click on the lesson. So today we're looking at ordering and comparing numbers beyond 1000 and looking at finding 1000 more and 1000 less than a given number. We have done this before, so all of you should be experts. It's just a recap lesson of the place value that we've already done in school. So a place value grid is a helpful way to find the value of each digit in a number. So we've got thousands, hundreds, tens and ones. For example, the number 3634, you've got 3000s placed here as counters, you've got 600s here, 3 tens and 4 ones. That's the place value representation of the number 3634 using counters. It shows you how much of each value you have in that number. So what is 1000 more than 3634? To find out, we add another disc into the 1000 column. So there's what we've added. So now we have 4634. The only place value column that changes here is just the thousands. The value of the 3 digit in the thousands position has increased by 1000. So here's the number 5362. What's 1000 more? Again, we're going to add 1000, so I'll put a 1000 counter in. Now we're going to count, so now I have 6000s. Only the thousands have changed this time as well. So our number is 6362. So we've got 6362. Now the value of the digit in the thousands position has increased by 1000 again. So moving on. So now we've got the place value grid here, we've got some counters and we've got a number. So the number I've got there is 7432. So I'm going to start off by placing 7 counters in the thousands column because that's my digit there. Then I've got 4 hundreds, I've got 3 tens, and I've got 2 ones. So that's 7432, and I need to add 1000, which I'm going to do there. And my number now is 8432. The only digit that changes is the thousands column. Right, let's have got this one. So we've got 1000. We've got 1000. These back. So next one I've got 1100. And 20. So this time I'm going to add 1000. It becomes 2120. Each time just the thousands place value column changes. 1000 more than 9234. Place value grid. Place the counters. Add 1000 more. And now there are 10 dots in the thousands position. We can exchange these for a 10,000. So we need extra column on the grid. That's your 10,000s column there. So after thousands, the place value goes up to 10,000s. There's the place value column. So the answer is 10,234. To complete the sequence, you will need to work out whether they involve adding or subtracting 1000. So the first one is 167. Then it goes up to 1167, 2167. And you know the next one will be 3167 because only the thousands place value column changes. Second one, I've got 3743, then I've got 2743, and then 1743. We know this time the place value is going down, so I'm just left with 743 because I've taken that 1000 away. I've got them correct. So you've got to use the place value and look at the place value column. Remember, it's working with thousands, so look carefully at the thousands place value column. Select the alien with the correct answer. 6,957 minus 1,000. So I'm going to look at the number. The thousands digit is a 6. I know if I take away 1,000, it's 5,000. So now I'm looking for 5,957. And you'd have to look at the place value each time you have a question like this. Next is like a problem sentence. Lisa ran 212 meters and walked 1,000 meters. How far did she go altogether? So it's 1,212. You've added them together because that's what she did. That's what she ran, and then that's what she walked. So we're adding them together. So you're adding 1,000 this time. So which is greater, 4,768 or 4,386? With both the numbers, you're looking at your place value. So you start off by looking at the ones. Here on this side, you've got the 6 and the 8. Now, just by looking at the ones, you'd probably say the 8 is bigger, so that's right. You'd have to look at each digit carefully. The thousands are the same in both numbers. So after the thousands, you move on to the hundreds place value column. So either 4,768 or 4,386. You look at the place value digits carefully of each number. We can highlight the value of the digit in a number by using a place value grid. So there, both numbers are placed in a place value. You see the 4s are the same in the thousands. In the hundreds, the first number has 7 hundreds and the second one has 3. So we know 4,768 is greater because it has more hundreds. It has 4 more to be precise, and that's how we know that's a greater number. Jack needs to order these numbers from largest to smallest. How could he do it? Again, best way to do it is your place value. You look at each digit, you arrange it in a place value grid, and then you order it from there. The best way for you guys to do it is if you practice it on here, practice on with pen and paper, and then have a go at your task. If you need to do any working out at home, just do it on pen and paper or on your iPad or on the side somewhere, and then you can get on with the task. Put these numbers in order from the largest to the smallest. So, first thing you have to do, instead of arranging them like this and having a go, best way to do it is type them all in the place value grid. That way it's easy for you to compare. I'm just going to show you these few numbers that I've got. As you can tell, placing them all into the place value column, each digit is clearly under the correct place value. And when you do this, you will need to look at each column. So you can look at start off with the thousands because there's largest first. So I know the largest thousand is 4,536. Now the second largest is 3,886. Now it gets tricky when it comes to the 2,000 numbers because the thousands and the hundreds are the same. So now I look at the tens column. So here I've got a 9, a 7 and a 0. So I know a 9 in the tens is greater, then the 7 and then the 0. So you look at the place value of each column. Again, I started with the thousands, the hundreds, then I moved on to the tens. Last but not least, you've got a bottle drag game. So place each bottle on the wall in the correct order from smallest to largest. All you do is look at the place value and you put it from smallest to largest. And it should just stay there. I think I have to start with the smallest. So if I look at the smallest, I've got 5,031. There we go. Okay, and then you build it up from there. So that's a nice activity you've got there. Remember, all of this is a recap. Don't panic. If you need any help, drop by on the blog or drop an email. But it should be straightforward. Just draw a place value grid at home on a piece of paper and use that to help you. Always remember, look at your thousands, hundreds, tens and ones to know the place value of the number. Compare the two. If you've got to compare two numbers, write them both in the place value grid and look at the digits in each column. All the best. Hope you're all well and staying safe. Take care and hopefully we shall see you soon. Good luck with your work, guys. All the best.